So, and I'm actually here now on a Sunday morning, and as you can see, it's a lot more difficult to actually get into Vatican City, because strangely enough, everything has been set off by police. There's a lot of policemen actually walking around. There's military, and I think it has something more to do with, yeah, you know, it's Sunday, so probably something with in the churches going on. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put this somewhere in the video, probably, just as you can see, because I will actually go to Vatican City tomorrow morning to film it, and then we're gonna see. So yeah. So, and this is actually what I was talking about a little bit earlier, about all the history with all the different kind of buildings here. So look at this small little street, which is just, well, literally 30 seconds walk from Vatican City. And these kind of streets you find all over here in Rome. So if you want to see everything, because I'm sure that all these buildings around here have a different story to tell. That's so beautiful about this city, I think. So that's what I also said earlier, that 72 hours in this city is not enough by far. I mean, sure, you can visit most places, like, you know, the touristic things like the Colosseum, where we were just, Vatican City, and probably a lot of other things, but to see everything, like every beautiful building, like that tell a lot of history, no, I don't think you can. No idea where I am, but apparently I'm all of a sudden part of a marathon. So, you know, now I can say that I took part in the marathon. Wow, okay. Noisy, crowded, but you know, I now almost at the end of the finish line for the marathon, because yeah, I'm such an athlete. So oh wow, it's crowded. I really know when to pick the days, huh? First I was able to go to Amsterdam during the gay parade, and now apparently I'm here in Rome during a marathon. But there is one good part. I'm allowed to walk on the road. So no wonder you cannot get a ticket to get to the Colosseum, because there's so many people here. So everywhere you go in Rome, you see these old ruins of the Roman Empire. Like, they go everywhere. They stretch throughout the entire city, and you see, sometimes you see them at places that, you know, out of nowhere you see them. Just even when I went from the airport, I went to the city center, and I took the airport that is for low budget flights. So it's a little bit further outside the city. You go by bus, and then even then you see all those little ruins everywhere. And it's, you know, really impressive that it still stands after, yeah, nearly multiple thousands of years. So I'm actually also wondering what this part is, and if I can go in, or if it was part of the earlier thing that we saw, the garden. I don't know. I might have a look myself. Such a warm welcome for me, of course, to go to Rome, be saluted by everybody. I know it's super special, you know, to have like the YouTuber, the Distant Explorer here, but wow, Rome really goes all out, huh? Unfortunately, currently under construction, but that's the Septimus Severus Arch, and that's actually was built 205 AD to celebrate the victories that the Roman Empire had in the east. So they built that. It's still standing. Of course, they do some renovation work on it now. Look at this. There's so much more. And again, still standing 2000 years later. To me, that's just really incredible because so many buildings, definitely in Europe, Western Europe, they all have been destroyed either because of degradation over the years, that the buildings just collapsed and there was no money to, keep them up, or unfortunately due to World War II, and most parts were bombed. If you go to France, you can definitely see a lot of old churches, old buildings as well. But in the major cities, it's more difficult, I guess. So let's continue. Actually, over the last 2 hours, I've been complaining that I'm hungry and thirsty. Still didn't find anything. Surprisingly, because if you go to other cities, mostly around, the touristic attractions, it's full of like cafes and other stuff. But here, not so much. Surprise. Yes, a museum, and I definitely want to go in. I first need some food. That's for sure. And of course, you cannot be in Rome without seeing Caius Julius Caesar himself, and they have, of course, a statue for him made. Nice with the Italian flag in the background. So many statues everywhere. Everywhere you look, you see statues and statues and statues, and it's just brilliant because they all look so beautiful as well. And of course, you cannot go to Rome without seeing the Piazza Venezia, which is literally one of the largest buildings and well-known buildings actually of Rome, and it really is big. Good thing is there is you can go in there. It's a museum, which I will try to get in probably in a different video. They say you don't need tickets for it, which is kind of hard to believe, but I will just do some more research about it, and then I will see what's going on inside there. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm probably gonna go head down there in that street and see what we can find. Probably a lot.